Hi student, I am your instructor for today and our subject is basic baking. So now we are going to discuss about wet flour or the flour. And as shown in the projector, wet flour is one of the basic ingredients or the main ingredients in baking. So let's start with wheat. Wheat is cereal plant that is the most important grown in temperate countries. There are 6 classes of wheat. This is the hard red winter wheat, hard red spring wheat, soft red winter wheat, soft white wheat, hard white, and durum. Wheat flour is a milled wheat grain in powdered form. It contains 10 to 14% protein. So now, let's tackle about the parts of wheat. As shown in the projector, there are 3 parts of wheat: the bran, the endosperm, and the germ. The bran is the hard outer covering of the grain, and the endosperm is the part of the grain that contains starch that remains after removing the bran and germ. The germ is the part of the grain that will become a new wheat plant if grain starts to germinate. Next is the main kinds of wet flour in the Philippines. First is the bread flour. Next is the all-purpose flour, and next one is the cake flour. Bread flour is strong or hard flour. It has a high gluten strength used for breads, rolls, and sweet yeast raised breads. It has a creamy color, granular in texture. It has a protein content which is 12 to 14%. And this is the brand of the bread flour in the Philippines. And next, we have all-purpose flour. It is a combination of qualities of bread, flour, and cake flour sources. Chemical leavening agent is used or yeast. It has 10 to 11%. 8 to 12% is the protein content of the all-purpose flour. And this is the brand of all-purpose flour. And next, we have cake flour. It is prepared from soft wheat, most highly refined streams of flour. It has low protein content and it is 6 to 8%. And these are the brand of cake flour in the Philippines. And the next one is the Selfrising Flour. This is a type of all-purpose flour that has salt and leavening agent added. And this is the brand of Selfrising Flour in the Philippines. And next is the Pasty Flour. This is a type of flour has properties that fall between all-purpose flour and cake flour. It is usually made from the soft wheat from pastry making, but can be used for cookies, cakes, crackers, and similarly baked. And these are the brand of Pasty Flour in the Philippines. And the next one is the whole wheat flour. This flour is milled from the entire kernel of wheat. The presence of bran reduces gluten development. And here is the whole wheat flour brand in the Philippines. And the last one is the Durum Flour. It is a product in the production of semolina. It is usually enriched with 4B vitamins and iron and used to make noodles. And this is the brand of Durum in the Philippines. And there are also health benefits of wheat. It prevents 2 types of diabetes. It reduces risk of breast cancer and it also improves metabolism. And next, I am going to discuss to you the characteristic of flour. The characteristics of flour is whitish color, strength, tolerance, and it is also high absorption and uniformity. And that's all for today, student, and I hope you enjoy our subject and I hope you learned in this lesson. Thank you.